Hey, we made it.
Here we are.
Hello. For those of you who are not watching the Super Bowl, welcome.
The big game,
The big
Joe.
game.
If we say Super Bowl, we're going to get sued by Taylor Swift, I guess? Doesn't she own the Super Bowl?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome, everybody.
Hello and welcome.
We're glad to see you here. If you haven't heard the news, and I'm pretty sure you probably have, the TCG World lost one of its members recently. And of course, we're talking about our dear departed Metazoo.
Let's get no glare.
Quel dommage. So instead of watching the Super Bowl, which, to be honest, I don't know about you, I don't typically watch the Super Bowl, do you?
I've gone for the snacks.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Yep.
But anyway, we are instead going to talk about TCG that up until recently existed, and
had quite the community behind it.
Had quite a community behind it, who apparently have disappeared in the last 2 weeks. Discord, YouTube, everybody, they just kind of like went poof. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a case of like, when you destroy the talisman, the minions disappear. I don't know. But nevertheless, we are going to open up a box of Metazoo
Wilderness.
Cryptid Nation Wilderness and first edition and just kind of take a look and reflect a little bit on what we got here.
Yeah,
it's kind of an interesting idea for a game.
It is, and you may know a little bit more about it having worked in an LGS.
True.
I have not played Metazoo. We've opened a couple of packs, I think, as shorts, and then last week we did pour one out as tribute before the Genesis match.
Yeah, we poured one out in our mouths.
Yes.
For Metazoo.
But
the deal, if you don't know, the deal of Metazoo is it is TCG similar to Pokemon, maybe closer to Magic the Gathering, where your surroundings where you play have an effect in the game. So if it's daytime or nighttime, your characters will have different characteristics. If you're close to a forest, if it's raining outside or whatever, there's all different ones. Those sorts of environmental, situational things in the real world affect how the game plays. But hence, Metazoo, which I think was a very clever dynamic. Like, I think that was what drove me to it. Was just like, man, that sounds like a kind of a cool idea, because depending on where and when you play, it'll be different every time. Right.
And I mean, they've done that in the video game world for a long time, but it's harder to do that as, I guess I've heard the term a living card game, which this isn't quite that, but just the idea behind what it features and what you're able to do with it is really cool.
Yeah. Well, why don't we, first, before we get to the actual pack, why don't we
crack one open
for good old Metazoo.
I can't. I cut my nails. There it is.
Some help? Tonight we've got Shindig Lager.
My friend's Cowbell Brewing.
Where this is not an endorsement. We're just enthusiasts.
Cheers.
Oh, I don't mind that at all. That's pretty good.
I dig it.
Yeah.
It's got the guitar and the cowboy hat.
Do you shindig it?
Oh, Brian. That joke was so meta.
Oh, man.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm sorry, everybody. This is how tonight's going to go.
All right. Well, let's swap it over to the next screen here. We've got our Metazoo Cryptid Nation Wilderness here. So let's crack open
with the Imperial knife.
With the Imperial knife of respect. I gotta say, we didn't even get to the cards yet. I kind of like these boxes. Having the shiny boxes is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a little different than anybody else really does.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. There we go.
Wonderful.
Where did that garbage can go?
Somewhere on the floor.
There it is. And we got a little seal here. We'll crack that.
Now, I can't see the chat. Brian's got the phone over there, but if any of you have played... Hey, look, a phone.
There you go.
If you've played Metazoo, or if you have any thoughts on Metazoo, let us know in the chat.
So here we go. We've got some packs here with some of the characters on the front. Cryptid Nation, of course, these are cryptids. Not cryptic, cryptids, which is like animals that probably don't exist, but some people think they do. Think of like Bigfoot and Nessie and Mothman and things like that. So, in case you were unawares. So let me pull some of these out of here. I'll take out half here just to get us going.
There you go.
You want me to do the...
Yeah, you're sitting close there.
I'm sitting closer, I guess. All right. I gotta say, the packs are tough. There we go.
I didn't see that comment. Jason, North of Exile Games, says Taylor Swift owns Joe's heart.
No. And is that true?
Just open the cards.
All right, what do we got here for pack numero uno? We've got Alien Intelligence, Dublin Lake Monster, Radioactive Hornets, Tidal Pull, El Verde Entity, Sudden Camouflage, Ozark Howler, Shiny Old Man Winter. Sorry, I need new glasses. Pascaluga River Aliens. Excuse me for if you are from Pascaluga. Please forgive me. Hornet Token. That's actually pretty.
That is cool.
Pretty badass right there. Look at that. Dusk and Earth Aura.
The art, just to kind of, as we open our first pack, the art is very unique to this kind of.
Yeah, it's a little
style.
whimsical, like earlier Pokemon. And I think it suits the sort of get back here sort of gameplay.
We touched on it last week, but let's look at the back of the card too. That's
of course.
I think it's neglected sometimes.
Yeah, so we got the back of the card here. Actually, I kind of like it.
That little jewel in the center.
Yeah, we've got this, got the big logo there. Like, yeah, I think that it doesn't look like a lot of other TCG packs, so I think that's pretty cool. All right, we've got Billy Black Monster, Idaho Potatoes.
Madtown Hobby, I agree, more cowbell. We should have 2 or 3 of these drinks tonight.
Yeah, man. Rubber-a-Doo, Tidal Pull, Chibi Cumberland Dragon, Winter's Wrath. Whoops, I missed one there. The Great Earthquake. Snolligoster.
That's cool.
Just some kind of shiny dragon. Fountain of Youth. Snowflake Token. Whoop, come on. Lake. And Lightning Aura.
I see that packet bribe before you put it over there.
Yeah, man.
Anywhere on the floor. We're not going to make it in the garbage can.
I'll do my best. Whoops. All right. Artifact Barrier. Frost Shot. Primordial Ooze. Spring Heeled Jack. Look at that guy. Check him out. Let's get busy.
Is that a garter he's wearing?
Yeah, look how it looks like it. Aurora Borealis. Wildfire. Look at those guys. Look at me, I'm on fire.
It doesn't get better than this, folks.
Nope. The Great Earthquake. Germinate. Chibi Bigfoot. Schmooze Token. Stars and Dark Aura.
Oh, I like the Dark Aura. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my bad. There you go.
There we go. Let's get back into
Don't
the
want
chat.
to lose the chat.
Hey, Brian, did we turn the mic on tonight?
Sure hope so.
Excellent. Somebody had a flub last week. We got...
No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks
2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, we got 10 minutes in, no mic. Yep.
Yeah. Artifact Barrier. Fur-bearing Trout. Ready the Defender. Spearfinger. El Verde Entity. Spectrum Shift. That's a cool one. Void Spell. Skunk Ape.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, check them out. Chibi Bigfoot. Nest Token. Whoops, I'm off the screen there. Dawn. And Lightning Aura.
So it's interesting. Some of these are a hollow and some are reverse hollow. Like that one here. Old Man Winter, which nobody can see because I'm showing Brian. is a hollow, but the one that you just opened, I think, was a reverse hollow.
Yeah, you're right. So it got some pretty cool looking little.
Yeah, and the foil treatment's kind of neat.
Yeah. I didn't play a lot of Metazoo, but I know a lot of people really like it. And it's always sad to see something that people love go under. I don't know the story behind what happened, but...
Well, I mean, Brian, you and I, we admit we talk quite a bit about Genesis Battle of Champions during our channels and during our chats, but in the Patreon page, I was reading the other day, somebody had talked about hoping that somebody would purchase the IP from Metazoo, bring it back the same way that happened with Genesis.
That's right.
Which, as fans of Genesis, of course, we're excited that it's sticking around.
That's right.
But kind of neat to see other people putting Genesis on that kind of level to say, hey, if you guys can do what Genesis has done, it'll be great.
That's right.
So we'll see. Hopefully somebody does take over the IP.
Anti-potion. That's cool. Idaho potato. Whoop, I missed one in there. Medford Schmooze. A unicorn. Chibi Cumberland Dragon. Sudden camouflage. Ooh, come on. Mind probe. Jackalope. A shiny
Another
jackalope.
reverse foil.
Yeah. Germinate. Pet token. That's cool.
Reminds me of the old Disney illustrations.
Yeah.
So we've seen quite a few repeats. How big is this set? 165 cards.
Yeah,
so,
I think we're going to see a lot of repeats as we go, and that's okay. We don't have to say each one. Cumberland Spaceman, Frost Elemental. I like the idea of all these kind of beam up. Winter's Wrath. Ooh, Golden Bear. Ooh, look at that guy. Big Bird. Infectious Token. Awesome.
I was going to offer to move the camera away a little bit, but we saw what happened when I touched the camera earlier.
Yeah.
Before we went live, tapped the camera and the camera changed orientation, so it just made a mess.
Alien Intelligence, Frost Elemental, Primordial Ooze, Shock Burn, Deer Woman, Stone Eating Gaias, Terrify, Unicorn. Ooh, nice reverse shiny unicorn this time. Fountain of Youth, Schmooze Token, Desert, and Water Aura.
Brian, are you sure it's pronounced Fountain?
I've only seen it written. I don't know.
I'm sure somebody on the internet will correct you.
I don't think that sounds like something the internet would
No?
do. No.
Huh.
Usually they're just pretty chill, and they're fine with people making mistakes on the internet. That's a Bildad, Frost Elemental, Jeering Rocks. Oh, I'm too far up. There we go. Shelbyville Swamp Monster, Aurora Borealis, Winter's Wrath, Terrify. Ooh, Reverse Shiny Woolly Mammoth. Kindling Sparkroot, Nest Token, Abandoned Silo, and Lightning.
Is that Shelbyville? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have a favorite cryptid?
Do I?
Yeah. Or anybody in the chat too,
yeah.
but you're right here.
I am right here.
Like, are you like a Bigfoot guy or?
You know, the those crazy hornets that were on fire were pretty cool earlier.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to take a quick peek through these, Jeering Rocks is kind of cool.
Check out these ladies. Hi there.
Aren't they lovely?
What's happening? Are you having a lovely Sunday? Why, yes, I am. I'm pretty sure you said a word wrong on the internet. Oh, no! Sorry, everybody. Sudden camouflage. Nobody's watching. They're all watching the Super Bowl. They're leaving this open and watching the Super Bowl.
Hey, it gives us counts. We're fine.
We're fine with that. Night Marchers. Ooh, look at this. Prism Aura. That's a, pound for pound, that's a lot of foil.
It's true.
Atmospheric Jellyfish. Infectious Token. I don't just mean in the game, what's your favorite cryptid? Ooh, look at this one. Fog. It's pretty cool. Earth Aura. But, like, when you were growing up, were you, like, did you like...
I think that King Kong, I think, was my...
King Kong?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Now, here's the thing. So, every year, it was around Halloween, as a kid, I had a dream, and it was a recurring dream each year in October, that I would get a knock on my bedroom window, and King Kong was at the window, and he would put me on his shoulder. This is no lie.
Oh,
I had this dream.
It seemed like a setup
No,
to a joke.
no, no. I've had this dream 5 or 6 times in my life.
Ooh, look at
And
this
he'd
guy.
put me on his shoulder, and we would walk around downtown Port. And then at the end of the dream, he would bring me back, and then that was the dream.
The funniest part of that is downtown Port.
Well, yeah. You know,
if you're from around here, you know Port Red Nichols downtown is
that's why it was a short dream.
it was a short dream. Yeah, they did the whole downtown.
Yeah.
You went to Louis and the place where you get rent videos.
Yep. I brought back all my empties, and I bought some sports cards.
Yeah. Only Alf. They only have Alf
my
cards.
See, here's the thing: is I have my cards over there, and I'm sure there's some elf cards.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, it's funny. We used to go to that store and buy. In 1989, we would buy Batman the movie cards, and I tried all summer, and I never got a full set. And then a couple of years ago, oh my God, this is Phantom Car. That's amazing. A few years ago, I went to a Comic-Con, and they had a booth selling different collectible cards, and I got the entire set of Batman trading cards that we from back in the day. I got the incomplete set for $10, and I bought it because then now I have it all.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a lesson right there.
Speaking of older cards, not quite that old, but what are we doing next week for our episode?
Well, next week's episode is going to be a little bit different. Rather than cracking packs traditionally, Mr. Still Joe here
Over here.
recently uncovered his old collection of Magic the Gathering cards from
94.
1994.
Yeah, so it's Ice Age, Antiquities, 4th edition, I think. I haven't really gone through it, so...
Like, that's the idea, is that you haven't gone through it, right?
So it's one long box, just mixed with cards. And our pal Jason, over at North of Exile Games, is a former Magic judge.
Yeah, man.
We're going to get him as a guest next week.
Look at this guy.
Wow.
Skeleton token.
Well, in the tribute to music, let's have a shindig. Cheers.
Yeah, man.
So next week we're going to have Jason as a guest. And as a former Magic judge, he might have some insight into some of these cards, some of what they do. And it'll be cool to see what's in there.
Yeah.
Now, if I recall back in the day, there was nothing of significant value. But that also is, you know,
A long time
couple
ago.
minutes ago. So
Yeah, yeah. 1994, you were probably
I was just born.
5 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. How old were you, though, in 1994?
I don't know.
You would have been
15.
15.
Yeah. But for the record, you were older.
A little bit. I'm a little bit older.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit wiser, I like to think. This is a cool Survival Instinct.
Oh, yeah, we pulled that one last week, I think. And that just, it's quite the card.
Yeah, man. Check them out.
I can't help think there's some middle-aged man inside just getting vengeance on town.
Yeah, man. Mind Probe.
Ooh.
Frozen Spirit Sigil. Kindling Spark Root. Another skeleton. Tiny Island. Forest Aura. All right. I used to watch that show. It was on after school. It was an old show, but they used to show it after school. In Search Of. Remember that show?
I don't think so.
It was hosted by Leonard Nimoy. He did the voice for it. And every episode, they would search for different supernatural things. So it'd be like, in search of Bigfoot, and then they would talk to like crazy people who claim to have seen Bigfoot. Or it'd be like, in search of the Loch Ness Monster. And anyway, I really enjoyed that show. It was all baloney.
What?
But I just liked it because Spock was in it. Ooh, Midnight Lake Sigil. That's kind of a cool one. Pac-Man, the donut is behind you. Ooh.
More of those bees.
Yeah, man. All right.
We're watching some videos today before I came out here, and there's a trucker on TikTok who has a dash cam, and if the cars start to waver into the next lane, he goes "Mah, mah, 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 mah," like Pac-Man eating the lines. Mm-hmm. He's got some great monologue. It's really really entertaining.
Got a lot. We're getting to the point where we're seeing mostly repeats, and we're about halfway through almost. So
Makes sense.
That's about right. But we'll keep an eye out for some something unusual.
Oh, we're frozen there for a second. It's all right. Give it a sec. It's because I've got a phone call coming in and we're using my phone.
Oh.
So if we
Hello? Hello, this is Joe isn't here, man.
Now the real question is, will OBS get it right and go back?
No, I don't think so. Your screen has gone dark.
Bear with us a moment, folks.
Goddamn OBS. Hey, anybody in the chat, if you have a viable alternative... there we go.
It's rotated.
It's rotated. No.
All right, OBS.
We just tap it.
We can do this.
Come on, OBS. Get your shit together. Go home, OBS. You're drunk.
Let's see.
Nobody wants you here. You think you're so good, OBS. You come in here and you think you're just the king shit of Streamtown. Well, I'm here to tell you.
Worse. There we go. I think we've got it.
I'm here to tell you, you're just shit.
Brian, children watch our show.
Kids know. The kids know, OBS. You can't have an argument without the kids hearing, and that affects them. Also the dog. The dog hears that, OBS. The dog hears it, and then the dog wants to go outside, and then you step in the poop, and it's all your fault, OBS. Bloodstained. Hiding in thickets. I can do that all day.
I know you can.
I love, and maybe someday I will. Pearl of Desire, Shovel, Boulder of Power, Whitey, Ozark, Howler, Starlight Sigil, Snolligoster, Snowflake Token, Desert, and Forest Aura. All right, this pack in my hand represents the halfway mark of our box. I hope you're enjoying yourselves, everybody out there. A little quiet in the chat today, but that's okay. This is a funeral, in a sense, after all, for Metazoo, and, everybody grieves in their own way. Explosive Rabbit, Hiding in Thickets, Deering Rocks, Tidal Pull, Boulder of Power, Weeping Black Angel. You know what? I don't think it matters what color the angel is. I think they're all beautiful. Hoogag, Germinate, Living Earth Sigil, Snowflake Token, Lake, and Forest Aura. So there we go. We're about halfway through. What do you think so far, Joe?
I think it's great. I think like I said when we first started, I am still here. I just am hiding somewhere. Do
you want to switch out and do the other half? Or
hey, we can do that.
If you want to.
Sure, if you'd like. Let's, can we? That's going to be the real question.
Can we switch?
Yeah.
We don't have to. Here, I'll tell you what. Why don't we put this up, and then we let people see the magic.
Oh, there's magic? Hey, why don't we do this?
What?
I'll just open it there.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's cool. I'll take the...
Hey, you think I can do this without breaking OBS?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
come on, OBS. Can't you just do this one thing?
Oh, Brian.
OBS. More like OBS. You...
Where have you been all my life?
You just...
Actually, we have been friends literally all of my life. So let's see what happens here.
We were 3 years old. Does it need to be plugged in?
No.
It came undone.
No, I was hoping the cable would fall in front of the camera and nobody would see us.
Oh.
Let's see what we've got here. Beaver Shark, Dublin Snake Monster. He's not in great shape.
No, you're not.
Jeering Rocks. Shockburn. Janet and Rosetta Van de Voort. Sudden Camouflage. Heatwave. Yeah, again, another one that reminds me very much of old Disney.
Yeah, man. Uh-oh. Hello? Well, this is our first phone call on the stream. Yeah. I've been looking at the chat, and nothing's coming up. Maybe my chat is broke.
Ah, Brian. Oh, look at the chat.
Oh my God! Look at the chat.
It's lit up.
My chat was frozen. I thought nobody was chatting.
We're talking about how quiet it is.
Oh well, hey everybody.
Hi, we
Thanks,
apologize.
Jason. We'll get in the chat there.
Why didn't you just text in the chat to let us know it was busy?
Here, why
in the
don't we?
chat?
Can I put you on speaker? Okay, we'll read the chat. Okay. Okay, bye.
So, we're thinking, oh, the chat's really quiet tonight. Oh boy.
Yeah, look. Okay, I want to show you
Oh, hold on.
my chat. I want to show you what my chat looks like. It stopped at more cowbell, and there was nothing past that. So I thought everybody was just real quiet. I gotta like
reload.
Oh God, there it all is. Okay. All right. Well, you start opening, and I'll
Sure.
start reading.
Yeah. If there's something I grab out, hey, this is the same pack. That's all going to be the same.
Cryptid idea was fun. I never got the art style. Question from the audience: is there any truth to the rumors circling around the internet? The Imperial Pulls may be the next owners of Metazoo. Well,
If they'll trade us a sealed booster box of Metazoo, I'll take it.
yeah, man. Can't wait to see the redesigned card back.
Yeah, I dig this one, but the star kind of makes me think of something witch or
People on the internet can't hurt you if you never read their chats. Oh, this is great. Well, thanks for chatting, everybody. I'm sorry we just thought like I guess everyone's watching football.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel so embarrassed when they see how much they've missed. I would hate to be Brian and Joe and realize they've been ignoring me for so long. You and Jeff are going to ignore them so hard tomorrow night. Yeah, yes, I am. Don't worry, I have a feeling that someone will be watching their chat when they go live next week.
We had the chat
And
open.
we had the chat open. It was broken.
There's a green cloud monster.
I'm gonna parse this a bit. I'm gonna call him on the phone and tell him to read the chat. Oh, and he did.
And then he did. That's what froze the camera earlier.
Oh, is
Because
it?
Jason called, which is why I left the camera to go text him and be like, "We're in live. What are you doing?"
Oh, because then he phoned and I
Yeah.
was like, "Did somebody die?
Yeah, was there something wrong?
Is something going on? Are they like the killer is right behind you this whole time?"
The call is coming from inside the office.
Maybe they don't know they are live with live viewers.
Camouflage post.
Guys, you're live. What quieted the chat? How would they know it's quiet if they haven't checked? I'm glad they're having fun. I'm glad we are at least having fun on our own. Oh, read the bloody chat. I have a bunch of Hello Kitty crossover said they did. Oh, okay. Matt Town has the Hello Kitty. And how is it? I hope it's...
Matt Down probably left an hour ago when we ignored him.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. We weren't trying to ignore you. Quite the opposite. You guys saying the chat is dead while we were chatting it up damn near killed me.
Who said that?
Jason. Oh my God.
I think next time we should let it be a very busy chat. We just ignore it for fun. There's the Iowa Dragon.
Oh, we've got can't stick around the whole episode, but saying hi to all in and out of the chat. Well, hello, Bethany May. Nice to see you.
Turbocharge. Yeah, that's like, think of Steamboat Mickey kind of era.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like something they did in Cuphead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's entertaining. I'm sufficiently entertained by the chat tonight.
Oh my God, so embarrassing.
Why didn't anybody let us know? I'm just kind of going through these. If we've seen most of them now, but if some of them jump out, we'll show you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that is pretty cool, the Phantom car.
So we didn't answer the question
Pearl of
about
Desire.
rumors that Imperial Pulls is going to buy Metazoo.
What do you think, Brian?
I mean, that's a question for corporate.
Oh, yeah.
Imperial Pulls corporate. You know, sometimes we don't know what they're doing.
Should I call you?
Okay, now I got to keep reloading this because I think maybe they're... Oh. You guys are my ambient noise while I sort and shelf flesh and blood. OMG. Yeah, well, okay. There should be a head shake emoji.
I'm sorry. First of all, this says friendly snowman. I don't think so.
Oh, geez. Is he squashing a mosquito there? Or... yeah, all right, let's just say we had the opportunity and the means to buy Metazoo. What should we do?
If money were not an option or an
Or,
object,
or at least
doing
we
it.
had the money and the opportunity to do so. The motive and the means, so to speak.
Well, I don't want to speak out of school, but I could see a redesign happening.
Yeah, I think that's probably good, yeah.
You know what? After being inspired by our friends, the 3Js, I think it would be a fun endeavor.
To have your own card game? Would you rather buy a card game like Metazoo, or would you rather start your own from scratch?
I don't think I'm creative enough in that side of things.
No?
No, so probably buying one.
In honesty, and this isn't a joke, I am working on my own card game right now. I don't want to say too much about it, but I am working on a card game, and it is more difficult than you think. Especially when you're just basically one guy and some help from friends. It's like...
I'm helping as well.
He is helping as well. And it is going well, but there's a lot of work to do. And I never made a card game before, so I don't even know what I don't know yet. So...
But I can say, having played it a little bit, that it will be fun.
Janice says, Usher is on roller skates. I know what that means, but out of context, I think, like, is that an activation code? And we're supposed to assassinate somebody? You pick up the phone and someone just says, Usher is on roller skates. And then you're like, oh,
gotta go.
I guess I have to kill the Reeve now. Do people have, are there still Reeves?
I have no idea.
I was trying to pick something that maybe didn't exist.
That didn't get tracked in voice tracking on YouTube and get us in trouble.
Yeah.
Joe Magarak.
Ooh, check that out.
I'm that strong.
You know, if we did buy Metazoo, what would you say to, like... Oh, right here.
There's the option.
I was just about to say, Madtown says, Flesh and Magic, Genesis of the Zoo. Because I was thinking, like, what if we did, like maybe we could arrange a Genesis crossover with Metazoo.
Oh.
It's sort of like a multiverse of madness kind of scenario.
I got the idea already.
Yeah?
The name? Metamorphosis.
I hear that.
Make sure you refresh the chat on that one. This Rubberado is kind of cute.
Yeah, cute.
Oh, what's this? Chibi
You'd think
Jackalope?
unicorns would be more rare, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. What do I know?
Well, have you ever met a unicorn?
Can't say I have.
There's an artist on Instagram right now who's doing some really cool stuff. Now, it's a little darker, but it is a horse who's been impaled with a sword, and the end of the sword is coming out the top of the head, but is marketing it as unicorns.
Okay.
But the art style is just gorgeous. She's a fantastic artist. What's her name? I can't remember right now. But
Look it up. That's what Google's for. Joe says his new game will be called Metamorphosis, and then I saw red.
Lightning strikes twice. Hey, why doesn't Exile buy it?
Edge of Exile? Well, I don't know. That's a question for them. Maybe they've got...
If only they were in the chat.
If only they were in the chat. I can't speak for them, but I guess having one... Like, they already saved a popular TCG. Like, it's somebody else's turn, basically. Like, they can't do everything. Jeez.
Peninsula Python.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, it's like kids, isn't it? You have a second one, it's just like having one. It doesn't really add that much work.
What's the TCG equivalent of getting a dog?
Transformers? Speaking of which, we've got some Transformers to open soon.
I'm pretty sure it's Yu-Gi-Oh. You buy it, and I'll be your graphic designer.
Well, good night, folks. We've had Bloodstained as the first card for the past, 4 packs now.
Interesting.
River Mermaid. Toxic Water. John Henry. I don't think we've seen that card tonight, have we?
I saw it once,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's not very common, no.
It says Big Bird.
Nice.
Wampus Cat. Skeleton Token. Ground. Cosmic Aura. Well, we've got about half a dozen packs left. Maybe just a little bit more than
I
that.
think we're doing okay here.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a good sense of what Metazoo is and the vibe of it.
Hey, I wonder if anybody in the chat has an opinion.
How does the paper quality and thickness compare to old/new Genesis?
It's not very thick.
We have an old. Happen to have one on the table here
Can you?
because they're everywhere in
hear
this
it?
office.
That is old Genesis. That's thinner.
Yeah. Hold them together. So this is a bolt shot from J2, and this is a card from this set, and you can see they are. I'm gonna hold it properly so you can see comparable. But if I had to say, I'd say the Genesis is a little more sturdy, and this is the older Genesis, not the new Invasion set, which is sturdier than old Genesis for sure. Oh, you got an Invasion card there? So, yeah, there's definitely
Yeah, you can see from this angle too the bendability, the flex in the paper.
yeah, look at the flex here. I'm trying to get it right. And then the flex here is womp womp. Interesting. Thanks for comparing, he says. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, this feels heftier than this, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cool. So I think what happened was Brian left me in charge of the chat, and then he opened the first half of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take the blame. Bloodstained again. See,
Yeah, you're right.
of course I'm right.
Maybe that's just to protect the rest of the cards. They're just we don't care about that card.
Idaho Potatoes. Rest in peace. Fitting card for today.
Rest in peace. Let's put that one aside.
Yeah. Unicorn. Chibi Jackalope. Skunk Ape. Ooh, what's this one? Rose Robinson.
Oh, that's cool.
Old Man Winter. Hornet Token. Daytime Water. What are you thinking so far, Brian?
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, and not actually playing the game.
Bloodstained.
Isn't that weird? Huh. We should call somebody from Metazoo and figure this out.
This one should be called Lightning Strikes a whole whack load of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know who to call?
The internet?
We could call Imperial Pulls.
Ghostbusters, because they're dead?
Where's that Rest in Peace card? Mad Gasser of Mattoon.
Yeah, it is weird.
Golden-haired girl foil.
This has been an entertaining live stream. 5 out of 7. Would tune in again.
Who gave it 5 out of 7?
North of Exile.
Oh,
I don't know why it's out of 7. That's
maybe he's just saying he's going to return May 7th for another episode.
Oh, okay. Can't wait to see the dance off at the end of the episode.
2 things. 1, I'm not a good dancer. And B, I'm never dancing against Brian. Brian is a...
extrovert?
He'd be your private dancer. Hey, it's a different one.
Hey!
Flare shot. There's going to be one in this pack. You just wait.
Do we need a song for the end to dance to?
In the arms of an angel.
Just need more cowbells first. I put my money on Brian having the best rhythm. He's a drummer!
Hence the crap behind us.
Joe probably dances to disco. That sounds like that sounds like an insult, but I don't
Now,
know that it is.
Let's look back a little bit. If any of you are fans of, hey, look, let's just put the cards there. You don't need to see my hands. Dave Grohl, Nirvana, Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
The beat from the intro to Smells Like Teen Spirit is a direct rip from disco. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up.
Boom. Yeah.
And he admits to it. He openly admits that he just listened to a bunch of it and ripped it off. Sixth Sense.
What? Says the shaman. It's true. There's a video out there where he lays out the whole story. It's pretty cool. He says a lot of his Nirvana drum beats were ripped off of disco songs.
Yep. We wouldn't lie to you. We're on the internet.
No, man. What do we got left?
4 packs.
4 packs left.
You did call Sarah McLachlan to come in and do that exit song?
I will remember you. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, but look at the previous pack. This is weird.
True about Joe being a good drummer, but you are forgetting a key factor. The word rhythm and the name Brian both contain a super powerful Y in it. That's why Brian would be the best dancer. Disco was the real deal, says the shaman. Welcome, shaman, by the way.
The Honey Island Swamp Monster. Not to be confused with the Honey Harbor Swamp Monster.
No, that's just like a guy named, like, I don't know.
Bruce.
Yeah, and he's all like, from Honey Harbor. I don't know why he sounds like that.
There's Rocky.
Their randomizer wasn't that good at randomization.
No. There's the Infectious token.
Looks like Harry Potter on the toilet.
Yeah. That's what happened to Metazoo right there.
Yeah. Expel excrementus.
Oh, here we are again. Yeah, their randomizer was not good at randomizing. That's the 3rd pack for that.
Jeez.
The Phantom Jogger of Canton Hill.
That's the creator of the game. I assume he means Harry Potter on the toilet.
Yeah.
Slamming a crunch on the old bowl.
That looks like a slug saving the holy. That is a headless something.
It may have been a small printing company that had to resort to some sort of manual randomization process. It's possible.
Yep.
And like maybe somebody who worked there just didn't give a shit. And they were just like, whatever, you get one of these.
Alien Intelligence. Dublin Lake Monster. Rest in Peace. Tidal Pull. El Verde Entity. Shatter Ice. Ozark Howler. Rubberado. That's that little skunky looking guy.
Yeah, reverse shiny though. Some
Hornet
of the
token.
Madtown says some of the first sets of Zoo had real bad track printing issues.
Oh, I haven't seen any
Boxes
remnants of that
could
now.
be mapped out, apparently.
Oh.
Huh. I mean, in some ways that's not the end of the world, but it's also it's not as much fun.
That's true.
So there's our last pack,
That's our last
right
pack
there.
right there. I need to find my cowbell. Here's to Metazoo.
Metazoo, we barely knew ye.
For those of you who didn't catch the joke earlier, Genesis Battle of Champions, their new set that is coming out sometime Q3. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's why I don't talk to you. New Genesis Q3.
Something like that. I
end of
don't think
Q2.
it's. I don't. My understanding is it's not locked down, but it is something like that.
Probably early Q3. We may be wrong. We've been wrong before. Is called
Q2 says
Metamorphosis.
Madtown.
Oh. Let's go here. We have Bildad. Dublin Lake Monster again. Power Up Purple. Spearfinger. El Verde Entity. Skunk Ape.
Pre-order now. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the distributors have pre-orders up now,
That's my understanding too. Yeah.
I believe.
So get out there and pre-order up.
Power Cell, Black Dog foil, the Green Clawed Monster, and then we've got Hornet Token, Abandoned Silo, and Water Aura.
Rest in peace, Metazoo.
Rest in
peace.
Let's switch back over here.
Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining us today. Sorry about that business with the chat. All kidding aside, it was an error on our part. We really thought no one was talking to us, and that seemed to track with our lifestyle and social standing. So anyway, we'll make sure we check that more in the future. But we want to thank everybody for joining us today. We want to thank Metazoo for, I guess, existing.
Yeah. And here's to the future. Maybe they'll be back.
Maybe they'll be back. We don't know. Maybe someone will buy them up. Somebody said to me the other day, I'm not a dumpster fire. I'm a dumpster phoenix. And I thought that might be the case here. They might rise from the dumpster like some kind of trash phoenix and, and then take over the world. Metazoo. Who knew? The candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long.
Yes, correct. The beer that is chugged also lasts half as long. So I'm going to nurse this for a little while.
The beer chugged on an empty stomach goes twice as far.
It's true. Everybody, thank you so much. Next week we will see you with some Magic the Gathering mid-90s stuff with former Magic Judge.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun.
We may not be here in this room.
Yeah, we might go on a field trip.
Yep.
So
if management lets us.
Yeah, if they allow booze on the premises.
That's right. We can't do an episode without it.
I mean, we can. We
can't do an episode without it.
We're not chemically dependent. We just, we usually do. So anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye, Metazoo. And I guess we'll see you next week.
This is Brian. I'm still Joe. We'll see you again soon.
Peace.